Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Friday and we are live. Gonna end the week with some patience and try not to blow the entire week. Because we had a really good week. We had a really nice, consistent week. We did good. We took some good trades. So let's not blow it on a Friday. So we just had some economic data come out, letting the market digest the data. So far, we've been chopping pretty much all morning. And now we seem to get a little reaction off this news. So I want to see market actually choose direction here because so far we've chosen no direction. We've gone literally sideways, just a couple 15-minute dojis followed by another 15-minute doji. So for now, nothing really to report, just kind of waiting. Let me share my screen. And then maybe we'll pick out a banger today. Let's find out. Tell you guys what I'm looking for here. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got the SPY. We're ranging right underneath previous day high. So I do not want to be taken a long if we're below previous day high. And I don't want to be taken a short if we're above this pre-market low. So basically, in between the pre-market high and pre-market low, I plan to take no trades, just like every other day. In between this zone is chop zone for me, so I'm not going to be taking any trades. But what I would be interested in taking is if we get a nice 15-minute close below this pre-market low, then I would be looking for a retest of this pre-market low and a short down to this zone I have here. This big macro demand and obviously previous day low here. Usually go for this zone to zone move. So that's what I would be looking for today. But upside, I want to see a break and hold above previous day high and pre-market high. Somewhere around this zone here or above this blue dotted line, I'd look to go high, look to go long. And same goes for QQQ. See how we're resting right underneath this massive macro supply zone? So this supply zone goes back months. Every time we've gotten to the zone, we've rejected big time. So I want to be cognizant of the fact that we're hovering underneath that. So I don't want to be long into that. I want to clear this zone, this yellow line, and this blue dotted line, which is my pre-market high. If I don't clear that and go above this zone, I'm not going long. Like zero chance. I don't care if I'm above previous day high. If I'm below this zone and below pre-market high, I'm not going long. Again, another short that I would want is a break and close 15-minute candle below this previous day high. And I would go for the zone to zone move down to previous day low. A lot of room. We got 609 to 602. We got almost $7-8 move. So it's a nice move to grab if we can grab it. So let's just see what happens. We're gonna be patient. Same thing for the IWM. It's doing the exact same thing. Below previous day high and above pre-market low and below pre-market high. So again, like there's nothing in between these blue dotted zones. Pre-market high, pre-market low zones. I'm not going to be trading in that chop zone. That's going to be fake out city. And again, what I always talk about is the EMAs. When I see these EMAs bundled up like this, that is telling me we're chopping. And obviously you can see the price action. We're literally barcoding. We're literally sideways. So I want to see these EMAs fan out. I want to see them fan out, spread apart, and then that'll tell me that we're actually, chosen a direction. Till that happens, while these things are braided like this, look at this, like just braided all together. That is telling me to just not even consider a trade across the board. So yesterday, we literally didn't take a trade from 9:30 till about almost 11 Eastern. We took no trades. And then we finally found two bangers, two A plus trades. Like nothing presented itself all morning. And then it did. And then it was super obvious. But until that happened, I did nothing. And I'm really glad I didn't because I could have gotten chopped up. Things look good, but just not enough. Didn't confirm enough. EMAs didn't confirm enough. So yeah, I'm really glad we didn't take any trades yesterday until that A plus trade presented itself. And then we made $600 yesterday off two trades. So that was really good. And I plan to do the same thing today and every day. I don't want to be forcing trades. I want to wait for that A plus trade, and I want it to be obvious. I want it to be screaming at me. I don't want to be looking for a trade. I want it to be screaming at me that like this is obvious, you know? So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Until that happens, I'm chilling. I'm not rushing, and I'd rather not even take a trade if it's not here. I don't want to be forcing nothing. I don't want to donate money on a Friday and go into the weekend pissed. So I'm not doing that. So we'll just see what happens. We'll let this thing unravel and we'll see what happens. But if you do end up watching this video, hit me a subscribe, hit me a like. I do go live every morning now, which is pretty cool. Been wanting to do this for a little while. So hit that subscribe, hit that like, and yeah, it'd be nice to get more people in here. Just started a week ago though, so it's pretty fresh. Um, but I don't plan to go anywhere because I love this shit. It's fucking so much fun. So I'll be here every morning. Till then, we just watch. Biggest part about trading is not rushing, which is the hardest part about trading is not rushing and just being patient and being late. That's the hardest part, you know? I'd rather be late than early. That's 1,000%. I'd rather be late than early. You can always pick up the pieces when you're late, but when you're early, you just take unnecessary losses. So I don't want to do that. Yeah, like it's very obvious. Like this zone in between is just going to be pure chop. Like look at this. Look at this. Like how do you trade that? So that's why it's so important every day. Pre-market high, pre-market low, previous day high, previous day low, and we play off those zones. And of course, then we want to mark massive macro supply zones, massive macro demand zones. These we always want to know where they're at just in case, because we don't want to be long into some crazy supply zone and vice versa. So those are the main zones I always play off of. And of course, watching price action and not rushing into things. To me, my bias today is going to be short, but we just like, yeah, I want to see confirmations. So far, IWM's looking weaker than the 3. It's looking like we're heading towards pre-market low. So let's see what happens here with IWM. That might be my first stab here. IWM, pre-market low retest. Let's see. Yeah, looking weak. Looking very weak. Weakest out the bunch. I'll be back. 2 minutes. you want. That's what's going to happen. All right. I'm back. Back to the chop zone. All right. What did I miss? Nothing. I missed nothing. It's crazy, man. Lately, we've been getting moves later in the morning. Hasn't been early, which is honestly a good thing. If you can avoid the chop, it's a great thing. Let's see. So far, we're just chopping. Choppity chop chop. I'll show you guys what I mean. Look at this. It's just so ugly. Like, peep this 15-minute. Look at this 15-minute. What are you supposed to do with this? What are you supposed to do with this 15-minute? Please tell me. Doji, almost a doji, another doji forming, maybe. But like this last 15, 1 hour, 2 hour, last 2 hours have been completely sideways. So this whole zone, no trade zone. This whole zone, no trade zone right here. This entire zone. I don't care what it does. I don't care how good it looks. I'm not trading that. Let's see what else is moving and shaking here. All right, let's see what happens. Maybe we can get a push past this massive macro supply zone, past pre-market high, high of day zone. If we can get past this zone right here, something along the lines of this, and get a nice close above, then I'm 100% going long with that. That is an A plus trade. Draw it out for you guys so you can see. I want to see something like this. I want to see something like this. Or I want to see something like this. Only two plays. Because everything in between that is chop. Chop. Chop, chop, chop. In between that is chop. I don't want to be involved in chop. I don't even want to entertain anything there. Um, it's a pretty easy decision to stay away too. Like once you know your system, once you know what you want to see to enter a trade, you don't even entertain these trades in the middle because you know it's not A plus. And when you take losses for 3 years straight, 2 years straight, eventually you're just gonna be like, yo, I had enough, man. This is enough. I'm done. Done taking these trades that are just subpar. Over it. So you just got to reach that point when you're just over it, right? Eventually, you're just going to be over it. And that's what happened to me, man. Like, I just one day, not over one day, but like over a period of time, I was just like, I'm just done. I can't keep doing this anymore. This is just annoying, frustrating, and I'm spinning the wheels and I'm just over it. I'm tired of making the same mistake over and over again. So now I'd rather miss a trade. I would rather miss a trade than take a shitty trade in between a massive chop zone. But the thing is, I'm not going to miss it because it's a massive chop zone. So I'm not missing anything. It's a lower probability trade. I can't size into something that is low probability. I don't want to. That's just wasting my time. I don't want to take 50 trades a day. I want to take 1, 2, 3 trades a day and just be done. I don't have the mental capacity to sit here for 6 hours and take 50 trades and go up and down on my P&L all day. I don't want to do that. I want to take the A plus trades. I want to size into those A plus trades. And then I want to call it a day. I want to grow my account and I want to get out. And I don't want to be taking chop zone trades. Okay. That's my game plan today. Above pre-market high or below pre-market low. But I want to see a 15-minute candle close above or below that level. And then I'll switch to the 2-minute for my entry. So maybe we'll see it. Maybe we won't. We'll see. If we don't, I'll be happy to go into a Friday knowing I had a good week. I followed my plan. I followed my risk. And I didn't do stupid shit. And I'll be happy with that. I'll be really happy with that. That'll be a win. So it's just about that mindset shift, not forcing trades, not constantly looking for a trade, more just letting the trade be obvious and letting the trade come to you. That's my mindset shift pretty much over the last 6 months is like, I don't want to be looking for trades anymore. I want the trades to be screaming at me where it's obvious. And right now, it's not obvious. It looks like it's good. Like if we switch to a 2-minute, it'd be like, oh my God, we're strong. But it's like, look at the EMAs. Look at the sideways action prior. Look at the tank job prior. So really all it is we're just ranging. It looks good for a second, and then in 5 minutes it's going to be down here. So until it confirms, I'm not taking anything. Look at that, 2 minutes. Disgusting. So that's why we switched to 15 where it's very obvious what's happening, which is sideways chop. And then we'll wait for a confirmation above this level. Till then, we chill. Let's see. This is looking all right. So far, it's looking like we might be heading towards that breakout level. But if we do not break with conviction and a closure, I'm not looking to trade that. If we get a big move up and then a giant wick, I'm not trading that because that's just a sweep. I don't want to be stuck in a sweep. I don't want to be a buyer stuck. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But for now, we're chilling. We're chilling for now. Chop zone. I wish I could play some music, but I tried to play music last time and it was messing up my audio. So I gotta figure that out. I wanna play some beats while we're just chilling here. While I'm just chilling here. But I'll figure that out soon. See what happens here. We're almost 1 hour into open. And I love when moves don't happen right away because that pisses me off because I don't have enough time to let shit confirm. So I want to see the market develop. I want to see the market paint a picture and I want to see some confirmations. I don't want to be jumping into trades. Like I said, I want to be sizing into trades, not jumping into trades, suboptimal trades. I don't want that. So I want to be sizing into things so I can take a couple trades and close this thing down. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Now we're getting some action. See why it's so important to wait? Look at that. Look at that. Chop zone. Chop everybody alive. And then we start getting that real move. Now let's see. I want it to be real. I don't want to, like I said from the beginning, I don't want to see this thing blast past this and then show a giant wick here because that's just going to show me it was just a fake out. It was a sweep. So let's see what happens. Now the EMAs are looking like they want to start fanning out. Okay, so what I want to see once this confirms is I want to see the yellow 13 EMA start going like this, the purple 48 EMA start following it underneath, and then a 200 EMA start following it underneath. So it's going to look like three fingers. One, two, three. And that's going to show me that we're in true direction, like we have actual momentum. Because right now it's sort of braided, but you can see that it's trying to start forming. So let's just wait it out here. And I want to see this 15-minute candle close above our level. I want to see this 15-minute candle close above our level. And then we're going to be looking to go long on the Qs. As usual, we'll have a starter position, and then we'll add to that position potentially one or two more times if it holds and confirms. It's a nice new thing that I've been doing with my trading is instead of just going full pop right away, I have a starter for about half of a position, and then I'll add another half once it confirms because the likelihood of this thing just retesting and going and not coming back is pretty low. I've always seen it come back, try to fake you out downside, and then go again. So having a smaller position allows me to have wider risk. So I like that a lot better. Half a position and then add once it confirms, and then potentially add another half. Because once it really confirms after the initial retest, it confirms, so it gives me another add, and then it keeps confirming and consolidating and making higher lows and higher highs. Then that's when I want to add some more because that's usually a pretty confirmed move, and then that's a higher probability move, and I can be extra sized. Like I want to be full size when that happens. I don't want to be full size on the first retest and then it takes me out. I lose a bunch of money and then I'm just gonna be pissed. So I don't want that. I don't want to be running out of bullets on my first attempt. I want to have enough to be able to take at least two or three trades to be able to either make it back and not lose it on one or two attempts. That's my goal on the day. What's President Trump saying? Some new breaking news by President Trump. Palantir has proven to have a great war fighting capabilities and equipment. Just ask our enemies. Oh, goodness. Palantir. Palantir is surging on that news, which will, of course, bring up the Qs. Let's see. Really, though, man, like the 15-minute candle rule has saved me so much time, saved me so much heartache by just waiting for that 15-minute. Because, like, if you're buying breakouts, like if you're buying this flag or like just the thought of this breaking out and then this coming down and just slamming down on you, horrible. 5 minutes, same thing. If you're not waiting for that closure above, at least you're getting slammed back down. You're taking unnecessary losses. But I found that the 15-minute has really been like the ultimate confirmation. Once that 15-minute closes in a really bullish way, like not wiki or dojied or anything like that, but like a nice, strong, bullish, full bodied close, the probabilities of that working is so much higher. So I've really adopted the 15-minute to be one of the main things that I'm looking for in my bias. It saved me a lot. It saved me from getting chopped up, saved me from taking unnecessary losses, saved me from rushing into trades or getting FOMO. I just stick to the 15 until it confirms. It's a really, really good way to watch the charts. Because if you're watching the two, you can find a trade literally every 5 minutes. If you're advanced trader, really good trader, maybe you can find some stuff here, quick scalps, one or two candles, whatever, but like that just tilts me out. I get mad tilted if I just take losses, wins, losses, losses, another win, another loss, bigger loss. The up and down like that, taking multiple trades in, in a little session, I don't want that. I'm good. I'd rather take two or three high quality setups, size in on those and walk away. That's my plan every day. Palantir might bring us up. Palantir surging on that Trump news. So that might be the one to bring us up, but we'll see. While we wait, why not just I don't know, look for some emojis for a second. We got time. It's getting later though. It's getting later. It is 10:40 in the morning Eastern. So I don't know. Another half an hour 45. I expect the move to come. And so far, Q looks like he wants to do it. We got 5 minutes and 50 seconds left on this candle. So we got a lot of time for this thing to actually confirm and close above this level. So let's just see. Let's just see. Watch it all happen real time. Look at that 15. Look at that 15. Like that's gross. Like we don't want to see that. Like if this closes something like this completely voids that 15. I will not be taking anything there. That big wick is telling me to just not even bother looking at that. IWM chopping. SPY still above previous day high, but unless Q's agrees, I'm not taking no SPY. I want Q's above that level. That's such a massive level that it's just going to keep me safe today. And again, like going into like Friday, going into the weekend, if I go into the weekend not taking a trade and avoiding a subpar trade, that to me is a winning day these days. This point in my journey, that to me is a winning day. If I can avoid taking a trade that's not A plus today, I will win. That's my winning day. I'll be happy going into the weekend. That'll be a major. These days, that's a milestone for me. That's a milestone for me because before I wasn't able to do that. It took over 2 years for me to be able to do that. And that took a lot of losses, a lot of losses, a lot of pain. So it's just something that you have to develop in your journey while you're trying to learn. So far, this 15 is keeping us safe. We got 3 minutes though. This could easily surge up and close above. So let's see. Take a little breath and break. We got time. We got time. Look at that. Look at that. Another doji. And we're getting later in the morning, right? Like the later we get in the morning, the probabilities fall, unfortunately. So if we do this for another half an hour or so, 20 minutes or so, that'll likely be my cue. No pun intended on cues. Ha 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 ha. That'll likely be my cue. If we stay chopping like this and nothing happens, then I'll probably shut it down for the weekend and I'll be happy with that. What a chop fest. Hey, what a chop fest. I might shut it down and I might come back or I might not. But for now, this is just super choppy. And honestly, again, this is a win in my book, not forcing a trade in here. So I'm going to wait another 8 minutes to see how this candle forms. And if it doesn't form well, I'm out of here. I'll be back Monday. Because I love it. I love this shit. I do. Some people can't do it. I know I love it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen today. I don't think it's gonna happen today, if I'm being honest. Like it looks like it wants upside, but that massive macro supply zone is just so big that I just don't see it. Check it out. Look at this zone we have to break. Look at this zone we gotta break. This is on the 4 hour. Every single time we came up here, slam back down. And look how far it goes back. Look at this. Look at this zone. Just gonna show you before I end this stream. Massive sell off at this area. Massive, massive resistance. Massive resistance. Massive resistance. Look at that. And it's dating back months and months. Massive, massive resistance. Again, yesterday, couldn't do it. And then we finally broke through. Or sorry, yesterday we rejected here, but then today we're trying the zone. But it's just such a big zone, and we've been on a tear since what is this here? Yeah, since like March 30th. March 31st, ever since March 31st, we've been on a tear. We need a pullback. So, and on top of us needing a pullback, we're in this massive supply zone. So it might just be choppy until Monday. But honestly, if this level sticks the way it is today, this would be a great previous day high zone going into Monday. Like great. So let's see. But if I was to guess, I don't think we break it today. I think if anything, in the next half hour, 45, we might break this, but we'll see. We'll see. For now, I'm just gonna set some alerts, and then I'll probably just shut it down and see. Maybe we'll get an afternoon session, maybe not, but I'm not forcing nothing. All right, I want to shut it down, and I'll make a recap later, maybe, of what was done right today. That's probably the main thing I can talk about is what was done right today and what we avoided by not trading today. All right. If you ever watch this video, thank you. Please like, subscribe, and I'll be on every morning at around 9:45 a.m., maximum 10 a.m. All right. Peace and love. Have a good weekend.